Let's talk about the 4 personality types, or as I like to refer to them, the 4 elements. I do have a personality test that you can take that will help you determine how much of each element you have in your personality. If you take it, it will help make this a little bit more relatable and anchor it in. Now, maybe you're familiar with DISC, color code, or bank, which are all personality profiling systems based in psychology. And then of course you have astrology, which also uses the 4 elements to define the zodiac signs. Now this system doesn't necessarily align with astrology or DISC or color code. It's more based on Hippocrates' system. Hippocrates is the father of modern medicine, and he used the elements to diagnose his patients. And I've made a couple of modifications just to keep it as clean and organized as possible. First, you have fire. What is the nature of fire? Fire is about energy, movement, growing, dancing, spreading outwards and upwards. Air is about life. It is like the wind that engulfs you. In the West, air is oxygen. In the East, air is prana. Prana is chi. Prana is life force energy. We can live without money, food, or water for extended periods of time, but we cannot live without air for more than a few minutes. It is essential to life on Earth. Water is about connection. If you think about water, water has a water cycle. It connects the sky with the earth, lakes with rivers and oceans. It also takes the form of whatever container you put it in or whatever river banks are guiding it. And when you freeze water, it crystallizes into an organized pattern. Earth is matter. It is dense. It is about ground. Crystals are earth. There's a crystal in the technological device that you're watching this on right now. That crystal is silicon. Silicon has the natural ability to retain information. Earth provides foundation and holds information. So how do the natures of each element translate into personality type? The fire translates to movement. The air translates to healing, intuition, and empathy. The water translates to order. The earth translates to wisdom, information, and knowledge. Now your fire signs, they like activity, they like movement, they like to fidget, they like to go. Air signs are all about people. They're all about causes, passion, vision, inspiration, miracles, healing. Your water signs, they like when everything is working like a Swiss watch. They like harmony, they like peace, they like communication, they like things on time, organized, put in boxes, and working smoothly. Earth signs are all about data, information, research, and if you give them a lot of information, they will take that information home, go do research, come back with more information, and then go do more research. They don't want to be told what to believe until they've done their due diligence. They want to find the truth on their own. Now, if fire is your primary, you like things to go quick, to the point, you want to take the lesson and move on to the next one as quickly as possible. Now, if air is your primary element, how can this help me heal? How can this help me go deeper? How can I use this to help other people? Is this speaking to my heart and soul or just my mind? Now, if water is your primary, you're going to be more concerned with organization, steps, diagrams, simple, easy to understand instructions. If you're a primary earth, your value will be in payload. How much information will I be getting, gaining, and discovering along the way? How much of this is true? Has Zo done his research? Do I get to do more research after? Is it okay to ask questions and question the answers? If I'm short and to the point, I'm speaking to the fire sign. In a tribe setting, these guys would be our warriors. In a tribal setting, the air signs are more like grandmothers, nurturing the tribe, feeding the tribe, the shaman, helping the warrior patch up their wounds when they get back. The water signs are more like the chiefs that want everybody to get along, connect, and work together. The earth signs could be the workers or the elders, and they're processing the carcass that the warrior brought back, study the anatomy of the animal, come up with different ways to use the fur, the bones, the antlers, the teeth. They will take this thing apart, learning everything they can and utilizing every bit of it. You could also translate these in an office setting. In an office setting, your fire signs are your salespeople, your air signs are your customer service reps, your water signs are your managers or CEOs, and your earth signs are your scientists in the lab making the products that the salesperson is going out to sell. This is where understanding the different personality types inside of us are very useful, and why you want a group of diverse people. If you had all salespeople, you wouldn't get much done. If you had all scientists, you wouldn't get much done. Same goes for managers or customer service reps. We need all the parts to make the machine work. Now this is interesting. Each one, when they're triggered, has a different experience. If a fire sign, they're in a state of crisis or find themselves dysregulated, they may literally feel like they're burning. Their skin, their head, their chest may feel like they're on fire. An air sign, if they're in a state of crisis or find themselves dysregulated, may feel like they're stuck in the middle of a sandstorm. They have no direction. They don't know what's up, down, left, or right. If a water sign is in a state of crisis or dysregulated, may feel like they're drowning. They may feel like they're being swept away in a river where there is just chaos all around them. If an earth sign finds themselves in a state of crisis or dysregulated, they may feel like they're stuck in a maze or buried underground. So we talked about what each element will like. Let's talk about where each element may find challenge and where I challenge you to stretch yourself. Fire signs, I'm going to ask you to slow down. Go into your heart space, and if you find something isn't working for you, activate your inner earth sign and do a little more research. Maybe there's something in the directions you missed. Air signs, I challenge you to break through. I love sitting under the Bodhi tree as much as the next guy. But accessing our inner fire sign allows us to take this great inspiration, love, and purpose and actually share it with the world and actually do something about it. Passivism is great. Activism is great. Both serve at a certain time. Ask your guides in your heart when it is time to choose which path. For the water signs, I challenge you to step out of your comfort zone a little bit. Allow yourself to go into the flow state. Don't take everything blindly as truth. Question answers. If curveballs come up, be ready to access your inner fire sign and be ready to shift on a dime. Earth signs, I challenge you to get out of your head. Not everything requires a question. Some things are better experienced than known. Step out of the lab, out of hermit mode, and connect with people from time to time. Even better yet, know when it's time to quiet your mind and just observe. You will actually collect more data listening than you will speaking and processing. Everyone is a mixture of all four. We have our primary and secondary, which is where we usually operate and make our decisions from. Most of our values, priorities, and intentions are governed by these two. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is because the nature of each personality type will change which parts of the curriculum you will value over another. Rather than trying to retain and remember everything and deem every lesson important, write down the things that you deem important, and if there's something you're not getting, just put it on a shelf. And if you think it's irrelevant, remember it's probably relevant to someone else in the course. Some of these lessons will speak directly to us. Some of these lessons will speak to parts of us, and at different phases in our life and in different situations. There you go. Those are the 4 elements. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope I didn't miss anything. If I did, please let me know in the comments. Much love.